Hey, Force fans, Shane here. So, Hasbro need to start delivering for the foreseeable future. We have had some quite successful years, especially since 2023, with character selection in the Black Series. We've had amazing characters such as Sebulba, Tonway, Watto. But what's next year? What are they going to do for the Black Series, and which movies are they going to focus on? It's the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. Is it going to focus purely on A New Hope? I doubt it. But can we get quite a lot of figures from the original trilogy next year? And what's going to happen over on the Vintage Collection, perhaps? Are they finally going to get the Bad Batch completed? Are they finally going to get the client from The Mandalorian? Are they going to get a HasLab next year? Could it be the fabled Sandcrawler? Or the much demanded U-Wing from Andor and Rogue One? I personally don't think 2027 is going to be a HasLab year, but I'm hoping it's going to be a great year for the Vintage Collection. In terms of the Black Series, I think Hasbro really need to go back and give the Rancor another go. They need to change the tiers, give us a Malakili, give us a new Hutt Slayer Leia, give us anything other than the poor offerings for the last failed HasLab. Give us that brand new, newly tooled Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. In terms of Black Series, I'd love to see more representation for the Empire Strikes Back, as well as the Vintage Collection. You know, we could do with a brand new Boba Fett likeness for Empire Strikes Back, as well as our man here, Bosk. The articulation on the original Bosk is quite crap, and it could be done so much better. Me personally, I absolutely need Lobot in my collection. My Empire Strikes Back shelf feels somewhat strange without having our galactic pen pusher on the shelf. And he's just a part of so many important scenes in Empire Strikes Back, and I think the figure is well overdue. For the Clone War guys, we all know there's a huge love for the big baddie, the Jedi turned traitor, Pong Krell. Now, this figure has been rumoured for a long time, and I have a feeling that next year he is going to come out. But who's going to get him first? The Vintage Collection or the Black Series? He's going to be deluxe regardless. Black Series, we also need Garandan, our favourite Docking Bay 94 spy. He's been made in various lines over the past few decades, and the Vintage Collection have recently had him announced in the Cantina 4-pack. It's long overdue in our scale. There are so many Cantina patrons that the Black Series absolutely does need now, Hasbro. We also need a Bantha. How amazing would a 6-inch Bantha be with a fantastic newly tooled Tusken Raider? I know there's a rumour of a dewback, but I still think that the original dewback from 2014 or 15 perhaps, that still stands up. It's still a great creature. And creatures are sorely missing in the Black Series line. So come on, Hasbro. Knock this one out of the park next year as well. I also want to see a newly tooled on the most recent Stormtrooper body. Han and Luke in Stormtrooper disguise. I've got these figures, but they are looking a little bit aged now. And we could also do with a new C-3PO, really. I'm not talking vac metalized, but I'm talking just a newly tooled 3PO from A New Hope. We also need, in the Black Series, a lot more representation of my favourite Star Wars movie, The Empire Strikes Back. I want Ugnaughts. I want a new Boba Fett. I want Bespin security guards. I want Lobot. I want some Hoth generals. You know, the ones in the brown jackets. I want those. They have to be done. I just want more figures from that movie, because my Empire Strikes Back display shelf at this moment in time is sorely lacking. And speaking of the vintage collection again, they also need the Ugnaughts. You know, we've got the Mandalorian Queel head, which can now surely be retooled in some way to create at least 2 Ugnaughts. Come on, Hasbro, I'm begging you, please. And let's go to Jabba's palace. Wow. There's a rumoured Tessic on the way. Again, a figure long overdue. But is that going to be it? We could use a Yak Face, an Effantmon, a Klaatu, a Weequay, a Plo Snitkin, a Bubo. We need loads from Jabba's palace. But Hasbro, you could also think outside the box in terms of your vignettes. Don't always assume that the fans want vignettes of lightsaber fights. We could use a vignette like this, the Bacta scene, you know, with a brand new Luke, a 2-1B, an FX7 in a nice window box with the Bacta tank. That would be amazing. And we could also use a brand new updated Hutt Slayer Leia. I know she's a controversial figure, and I'm not sure Disney will allow it. You know, it might need a name change. But just give us a photoreal likeness of Carrie Fisher in that outfit. You know, if you have to go as far as packaging her in her Sandstorm deleted scene from Return of the Jedi outfit, then do so. But just give collectors that choice if they want to keep her covered or not. I just think this figure just needs a brand new redo from ground up. We also need our goat-looking friend, Reese. Again, a figure that's been in every other line other than the Black Series as of yet. I would absolutely love to see what Hasbro could do with a 6-inch scale of this particular goon. And there's reuse to be used with Reese in terms of various Phantom Menace characters and background aliens. And finally, before I end this particular video, finally give us a brand new FX7 and 2-1B from Empire Strikes Back. Give it to us in Black Series. Give it to us in the Vintage Collection. We're screaming for these figures, so please, Hasbro,